What's going on, everybody? Bobby Fire, Eric Sheetsaber. We're going to be talking through this 3-game little Friday night slate. It's the college football, right? That's what the story of the weekend is right now.
The Notre Dame game is tonight.
The what? I don't even remember which game is tonight. I probably will check it out while I'm.
Yeah, I think the playoff game is the Notre Dame Indiana game. I think.
Oh yeah, okay. So let's see. Yeah, I'll probably have that on the background while I'm boxing up my house and getting ready to leave.
Yeah, what's the story with that? When you leaving tomorrow?
So no, Monday morning is the or best time or only time I could get somebody. So they're gonna come in at 9. So I'm a GTD on Monday.
Very doubtful. We'll say that.
Very doubtful for the morning, but possibly I could get there and get stuff set up enough to where I could at least get my computer in by the time the slate runs out. I want to play these football slates. I want to get as many as I can.
Yeah.
So as we talked earlier, we rightfully we're thought that there would be some openings, and now there is plenty of openings in terms of value, and kind of feels like a pretty straightforward slate. I'm just playing one lineup because I'm packing. My kid's coming over. We're having dinner with his mom and all that stuff. So I'm just playing one lineup tonight, and I feel like it's a pretty straightforward slate. How about you? What are your thoughts?
I'm literally just running it now, so I'll have to catch up. Okay. What do you like?
I mean, so you're going to have all the value from Charlotte. I think it's going to be almost impossible to play less than 3.
Oh, because LaMelo is out, right?
LaMelo and Brandon Miller.
Oh, wow.
So it's it's going to be all the Seth Curry at 3K, the Mitchich at 4K.
Oof.
And even the other backup isn't there either. The other one, Samson, who took away the minutes that one time for Mitchich. So it's pretty straightforward to me that you're going to play, at least as a core, you're going to have Mitchich, Curry, and Bridges. I think that having a run back on the other side makes sense. I'm still doubtful that Embiid can only play one of the next 2 days, and he's got the broken face. You'd think they would have him sit while they're playing at home against Charlotte, who has no players. So they play tomorrow also. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I'm going to bet that Embiid is out tonight.
Ooh.
Even though he's questionable. But we'll know before lock. So
I don't know. I don't want to be one of those guys.
What's that?
Say that Embiid's just soft and he'll take the easy way out and play today.
Well, maybe that is what he does, and he goes up and puts out a million. But
or whatever, he plays today, plays 30 minutes because it's a blowout, and then he sits tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Well, he does have a broken face, so
okay. Well, yeah, I don't want to play with a broken face either.
Yeah, so you think every extra day because they were going to let him sit out throughout the weekend. So I'm just taking a game. I'm just taking a bet. I'm not even a gamble because there's no reason to speculate. We'll know.
Well, you could. I mean, you could bet the under or something like that, or you could do something.
That's true. And as I predicted earlier, I still think there's going to be some funny business in the Thunder game. I didn't understand why the Thunder were underdog. Were giving up points to the Heat.
Still are.
So now the Thunder are favored, which is appropriate.
Okay.
They should probably be favored by more. But it is what it is. So,
well, I mean, if you think there's a chance it beats out, well, you should probably just bet Charlotte. I mean,
I think that the Charlotte gets smoked anyway.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what you think. In other words, they're 4 points better with Embiid probably.
Sure. But I see that there's room in the line. The only problem is that I think that they're going to get just completely crushed. That's just my thanks, TJ. Appreciate that. And anyway, so yeah, it feels like a natural thing that it's probably going to turn into, if Embiid's out, that you're playing one of Maxey or Paul George on the other side. And Kelly Oubre is an interesting play to use in that game, who's not going to, I don't think, get a ton of ownership. And I remember I called it out the other night, and he plays well against his former Charlotte team. He just put up 40 against these guys. So I think that game feels like a natural stacking point to me. And then trying to do whatever you can to get Giannis. That feels like the
all right. Here's the quiz. So I ran builds and I ran sims, and I didn't do any min unique requirements, just min unique 1. I have over 90 of 3 players. Who is it?
Mitchich is 1. Curry and Bridges, I would guess.
No, you had the right idea though. Mikic, Curry, and Giannis.
Giannis was going to be my next guess.
Yeah, because they all go together.
It's
and then, by the way, and then Bridges. And then after that, actually, I'm getting this Kelly Oubre.
I just said, I was just talking about it. I think that's a really good play.
And the Delon Wright.
The Delon Wright thing This is a very
Fishy, you think? Okay, good. I like some fishiness in there.
it's fishy in that. Well, first of all, like earlier today, Saberson had his projection at like it was absurd. They had him at like 7x or 8x or something craziness. And now it's not looking so hot. So at low ownership, I don't mind the taking a chance. But again, let's see who the starting lineup is. Middleton's probable. He's going to play his 20, 25 minutes. But he's out of the rotation right now. That's the problem I have with the DeLon Wright is that he's really out of the rotation. I think you're better off just playing AJ Green and hoping he makes a few threes. That seems like a more stomachable one if neither of them are starting. That's where I would go. And then of course Henry Jackson will have ownership, but we just saw him play like 27 minutes and score like 5 fantasy points. So
is it possible that the Seth Curry is the bad play because he's shooting dependent or no?
I don't know. They don't have that many bodies. He did play 31 minutes last night, and he's older. Obviously, he's not like a young guy. I don't know if I would say. I don't think it's a bad play. Assuming that he starts, he's 3K and starting. Even with all the value, there's nobody else who's 3K and starting on this slate, unless they somehow start DeLon Wright, which would be interesting.
This is interesting. So, I actually lied. I was looking at my FanDuel exposure. When I had all those 90s. So I'll give you another chance. And it could be the same.
Okay.
So DraftKings, let me see what I have here. I have one. Okay, so I have one guy over 90, one guy over 80, and 2 guys over 70. You think it's the same guys on DraftKings?
90 is Micic.
94, that's right.
I think the 80 is either Giannis or Curry. I'm going to guess Giannis.
No, it's actually Curry at 85.
Okay. Then
74, and I have a 74 and a 70.
Giannis at 74, Bridges at 70?
Yep, you got it.
Okay, there we go.
You got it. Perfect.
At least we got that part right. But yeah, feels like the natural, like it's going to be hard.
And to your point, I'm not getting, very little DeLon Wright on DraftKings.
Yeah. I just think that it's
or Oubre for that matter.
Now it's like at the point where if no one really is going to play him, then like if he doesn't start, I think that's worth taking a gamble on. Just because I didn't like it because of the ownership. Now with no ownership, I don't mind that gamble. But I like that Kelly Oubre thing on both sites actually, and I like the. I'm just looking at my build right now. Another one that I'm willing to gamble on. He played, finally played his second season high of minutes, I guess. Terry Rozier played 34 minutes in the last game. Maybe we can take something from that and play Terry Rozier at 4,600. That's another guy who is in my current one build right now. I decided to play him over Dort just to get a little cute. But I still have a feeling that I don't know, man. Something maybe that's just being considered in because of the back-to-back, but it does feel weird to me that the Thunder are not bigger favorites in this game. That's it. It makes me feel like something's happening, but I don't know that it's real. It could just be in my head. What else do we have here? There's another one that's looking like a decent projection is the Diabate and Nick Richards. It's a little concerning that neither of them really played minutes in the last game. Richards played 16. Diabate played 11. They could play, I don't know. It's a little concerning to me that they didn't play many minutes in the spot where you would have assumed that they would. So I'm leaving those guys on the outside looking in for me, but I certainly don't think it's anything wrong with playing either of them. Another one I really like tonight is Bam. I like Bam and I like Donovan Mitchell as the other spend ups along with the Giannis. Did you get to any Mitchell or Garland?
I don't think so. I'm just a big old chalk donkey tonight. It looks like. Let's see. I'm getting like 40% Portis. If that means anything.
Portis is interesting tonight.
Okay, that's something. Mitchell, no. 15%. Yeah, so just spinning the projection reel and hoping I get lucky here on a 3-game slate, I guess.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. The other one that looks like a good play that's projecting well is Mobley. I was curious if you got too much of that.
No. But I am getting the atrocious Nick Richards play.
I don't think that's the thing is I don't understand what's happening with his minutes. It really is confusing to me. If he plays in the minutes, I like him. But I don't know why we would assume he would when he hasn't been, except for that they're short bodies, although the bodies don't really intersect with his position at all. So
Right.
I'm kind of just confused about the Nick Richards thing in general, to be honest with you. I also think that it might be a little bit Embiid dependent. If Embiid does play, then Nick Richards is probably a reasonable, more reasonable play than he was otherwise. But I'm just going to bet. I'm just going to call it out right now. I really do think that this. I don't buy this Embiid is going to play thing.
Okay. Well, we'll have that, right?
Yeah.
Anything? Is it warming up or anything? Let's see. He was initially expected to remain out through the weekend, but could suit up Friday. Probably be able to suit up for one, if at all. Okay.
Yeah. Great news there. And MJ is bringing up a good question. MJ, one of our subs, says, doesn't fading Bridges seem like the thing to do since he hasn't really had too many must-play games? Well, he hasn't had any games without Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball, and he is coming back from the injury. But if you fade Bridges, you might be fading like a 7 or 8x play. Like he has the upside there. He's the one offensive weapon they have. Now, why are they going to play him a bunch of minutes on the back-to-back? That's more what I'm interested in speculating on. So if you're going to eliminate one, I do think Bridges and Curry both have some variance in their game. And maybe what you could talk yourself into then would be Cody Martin at 5,200. That would be the play that's off the bench that would make some sense to me. And he may even end up starting by the end of the day. We don't know about Cody Martin. Sometimes they just pop him in there. But I do. Go ahead, Chiefs.
Yeah, Embiid, game time. Oh, just game time decision. Okay.
And Max Struss is coming back tonight, by the way, for those people out there that are playing the Cleveland stuff. Like guys like LeVert are a little less playable. Doesn't really affect most of the rest of it, but I wouldn't play like Dean Wade because those minutes are going to go over to. I don't think anybody's playing Dean Wade anyway, but Struss is going to get some of those minutes for sure. I really like this Cleveland team, by the way. I'm becoming more and more sold that they can actually win a title. I'm not saying they're going to, but I think that they're just really good. And Evan Mobley has taken the leap that I thought he would eventually. I think he's become one of the best players in the NBA.
Well, this Jason Dumas is putting his reputation out there. 3 hours ago, he put source. Joel Embiid is still listed on the injury report as questionable, but a source has told me that he will play tonight against the Hornets.
Who are they playing? I got to see who they're playing tomorrow, just because what a.
This was 3 hours ago. Then he said, barring any suspects, he will wear a mask. And then 48 minutes ago, the same guy tweeted, for what it's worth, Nick Nurse just said it sounds pretty positive regarding Joel playing tonight during his pregame presser. So it's basically still just a coin flip.
And by the way, he's probably going to smash if he plays.
You think?
Yeah. I don't see it's Charlotte. This is everybody beats up on Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte is. I mean, by the way, on top of it, we didn't mention that. Oh, that's the other thing that I didn't mention. The Richards play is more viable because Mark Williams is not available tonight on the back-to-back. He's the other one that is out that I forgot to mention. KJ Simpson, I don't even think what has happened. Is KJ Simpson even on the team right now? I have KJ Simpson not even like. I mean, he's got like. I don't see one site that has him. Okay, there's one site out there that has him with a projection of anything, even playing at all, and that would be 2 fantasy points. I don't think KJ Simpson is maybe though. Maybe it's just. I mean, it could go any which way. We've seen it with these Charlotte teams, and the games get so ugly when they're bad. That they might just bring in a totally different, like starting at 5, basically. I think Isaiah Wong would be the one you could speculate on because he actually does get run. Simpson is not even on like the NBA page when they list who's available for Charlotte tonight. That's what I'm sort of trying to figure out. So obviously you need starting lineups. All right, so now based on all that recent news, I am going to believe that the Embiid will probably play, but I do want to take a look and see who they're playing tomorrow because if they're playing like somebody good, I just go F yourself, man. I'm sorry. I used to love. I mean, he's a funny guy.
F who? What happened?
Embiid. Get out of here. Like, you're going to suit up for a team in Charlotte with like 8 guys? They're playing in Cleveland tomorrow. Give me a freaking break. Be a man.
He's gonna you tell him he's gonna play today against a no talent Charlotte team and then sit against Cleveland. That's the story.
That's what he's gonna do. Is that, I mean, if that's what he does, I think we just gotta just say F him. I mean, he dodged the matchup against Jokic for 5 years or whatever it was, and then actually dominated him in one of the games even. What an idiotic thing. If he plays tonight, I mean, he's even like just the optics of that are just really bad. Like, doesn't he understand that? Like, it just looks terrible. I don't remember a guy falling out of favor so quickly. Like, this last year has been not the year of Embiid.
Max Strus to make his season debut.
Do you know what I would like to do? I'd like to follow up on everybody who commented how much better Embiid was than Jokic for the last 5 years. I'd like to find every analyst and get them fired. I mean, how absurd. Jokic is one of the greatest players in the history of basketball. And Embiid is super talented, no question, but he's not even a top 10 player. Like, maybe he's right around, if he's healthy, 10 or so, but get out. I want to track these people down.
And you know what else? I mean, it also goes for your Jacob deGrom argument. You know what I mean? If you're not going to play, I don't want to hear it. You know,
right.
it's like.
Right. Are we going to still say Kawhi Leonard is the best player, like one of
right.
the best players in the league? He doesn't play.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but when we were healthy, okay, great.
Yeah, but he never is.
If only I were 6'8" and could dunk and, like whatever. It's like.
Right. And especially for the pitching, the DeGrom thing always bugged me, because like, if you're pitching like every 10 days and you do it for 10 games a year, of course you're going to have more of a live arm than you would at other times. And
right.
It's just kind of silly.
That's part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm also sort of mad at myself because I bought into the NBA. I mean, I really I had Sixers bets to win the title like some of the last years, because I thought they were getting too overlooked, and just feels like every time there's a big spot, he just comes up short. It's like the James Harden of centers. But at least James Harden plays. I don't know. I love that before the year he comes out and says, I'm never going to play a back-to-back the rest of my career. Who
said that?
Embiid. And in all fairness, yeah, he's had horrible injuries going back to before the draft and everything from Kansas. But still, like, I don't know. There's got to be a better way. What else do we have tonight? I think the Bobby Portis is a good sneaky play. I mean, we talked about that a little bit. I don't think it's going to be as sneaky as I guess I would hope, but I do think that the AJ Green or Gary Trent, one of those guys is going to be the ones I would prefer over Wright, unless Wright somehow starts.
Okay.
Let's see, what else is there? Okay. And yeah, guys, I'm going to be going live tomorrow morning it just depends. We've got a couple things I'm trying to work out from the first part of the moving process. I got to get my son's stuff over to his place. But after that, I'm going to try and do a football last look show.
Wait, I'm sorry. So what time do you say you're doing Saturday?
I'm probably going to do it around noon Eastern, because the game.
Yeah, hit me up. I'll be there with you. Yeah.
Okay, that's the plan for me. I've set my alarms and everything. There might be like a 5 minutes window where I might be a little bit late, because I've got to take my son's stuff over in the morning. Anyway, it's a whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Hartenstein over Bam. For me, it's Bam, but I don't mind the Hartenstein play. And I think that's pretty much it for this slate. I don't really know what else to go through. These 3 gamers are not we're just sitting waiting for Embiid. And I'm not going to be posting my exposures, but you guys, I'll tell you my exact lineup right now, and it might not change. Partly it was based on, though, Embiid possibly not playing, so maybe it will change a little bit. Micic, Curry, Paul George, Bridges, Diabate, which is just, I had to get some spot. Mitchell, Giannis, Rozier. And Diabate's not even that different, but if Embiid does play, Diabate should play 20 minutes or so, and that's enough for me at 3,200. And for tomorrow, there's a bunch of sneaky stuff we can do on 2K. It feels like Justice Hill Day to me. everybody's so geared up for the Hember thing. And I feel like Justice Hill is going to be one.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, buddy. Feel better.
Okay, I'll see you later.
All right. See you later.
12.
All right. All right, guys. I might get out of here as well. I'm going to be in the Discord if anybody has any thoughts or questions. I don't really have a ton going on this slate. Like I said, I'm only playing one lineup tonight. We do appreciate all you guys watching, and we like doing these videos for free. So please click the like button. We really appreciate it. We want to keep doing them for free. Otherwise, we'll just start doing them for our subscribers. But let's hit that like button for us and give us a little love. Appreciate that. Anyway, good luck to everybody. Hope you have a great weekend. We got action tomorrow with football. We got action Sunday with football. It's going to be a lot of fun. And all of this in the stress of Christmas coming up. And I'm moving on Monday. And I'm have to go to LA to move and then come back. And it's going to be a lot of stuff. And I'm leaving on the 26th for 10 days for my vacation. So a lot of stuff going on in the world of me. And a lot of stuff going on in the sports world. So good luck, everybody, tonight. Hope you guys crush it. And